What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of our goalie career, and happy new year. It is finally 2025. We had a very fun year last year. A lot of really good things happened on the channel. We took a couple weeks off to recover, recuperate, and now we are back and we are ready for the new grind for the year ahead. I just got to take a moment, as I've been saying all along. Thank you guys for all the love and support. Last year, the channel grew exponentially. It was absolutely incredible. You guys have been loving the channel so far. You've been loving every series that we've been pumping out. 2024 kind of got the creative juices flowing again, and now here we are in 2025, ready to tackle a brand new year. So we're kicking things off. We're returning to action here in NHL 25. We got a matchup at home against the Montreal Canadiens. It should be a fun test here. We are now into November in season number 2 with the Philadelphia Flyers. So let's continue where we left off. Let's keep our good play going and see if we can't get this team back into the winning column. We're at dead even right now. 500 hockey we've been playing so far. Looking forward to a great opportunity to get back and play some really good hockey here in 2025. So I haven't touched a controller in a couple weeks, so bear with me. Hopefully this game doesn't end up being a disaster, but we're here at the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The Montreal Canadiens are visiting, and it should be a pretty fun matchup between two Eastern Conference teams. The Montreal Canadiens and Philadelphia Flyers all set. Puck drop, and Nick Suzuki will kick things back to Jake McCabe, who is now playing as a Montreal Canadian. He left Toronto in the offseason, now with a new team. Owen Tippett gets that puck forward behind the net for Morgan Frost. Morgan Frost back to Michkov, who loses that to Cole Caulfield. The speedy Cole Caulfield takes off, and he gets the first shot onto the net, and we will make our very first save of the new year. So I hope you guys had a wonderful, vacation, holiday season, whatever you celebrate, whether it's Christmas or not. Time to reflect with friends and family. I was planning on taking about 2 weeks off. Ended up making that 3 weeks. My birthday was last week, so I decided, you know what, one more week to kind of get set for the new year, and then we'll be back with a full head of steam. So here we are at last. It was a good break. Much needed break. It was a very busy last couple months of last year. Like I said, 2024 was absolutely incredible. And I kind of made a channel New Year's resolution, so to speak. So last year, played a lot of games, started a lot of games, but never really finished some of them. So into the new year, I'm actually going to play through a lot of the ones that either I had planned on playing or finish the ones that we started, such as Alan Wake 2. We got all the way through to like the last hour or two of that game. Maybe a couple more episodes than that. But in the last, ninth inning of that game, so to speak. And we never ended up finishing it. So we're going to finish that. There's a couple playthroughs that I had planned on playing that I never had time to. And then, of course, we're going to keep pumping out these sports videos as well. And then hopefully NHL 26 comes out and it's a lot better than NHL 25. We've talked about that in the past. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about NHL 25. They did a lot of good things right. I'm very hopeful that 26 makes a lot of the offline changes that we so desperately need. But all that aside, let's turn back now. A couple shots onto Montembeault. It's 4-1 in terms of shots in the first 4 minutes and 2 seconds. Pretty good jump from the Philadelphia Flyers here. You love to see that. You can see Gritty trying to get the fans going. A good pass back from the faceoff. Tatar shoved to the ice, and now Patrick Laine will work it forward for the Canadiens. Patrick Laine through the neutral zone, finds time and space, goes down low, drops that puck down to Kirby Dach. Kirby Dach spins away, gets it back to Lane Hutson, the very talented, albeit a little bit flashy and showboaty. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Hudson. I mean, he's obviously extremely talented, but you watch some of the clips and it just seems like he is a puck hog. Again, he's young, he can develop. But for Montreal, it's definitely the talent that they're looking for on that blue line. Dach now spins it back to Barron, who gets a shot on net, and Bobby Brink will send it forward for Tippett. Tippett has a step. Owen Tippett looking for the first goal in this new calendar year for myself. Tippett again fires it in a great blocker save by Montembeault. Into the corners, Cates worked hard along the half wall by Owen Tippett. Now it's kicked free to Dach, up to Hudson, Lane Hutson. He'll just shovel this one down the ice. It hits the stanchion, and we'll go for a bit of a skate as the puck does actually find its way into the back of the net. But a whistle is called, and Owen Tippett, very talented forward, at least in this game now, Toronto, my Toronto Maple Leafs in real life played the Philadelphia Flyers here not long ago, and Owen Tippett missed one of the biggest open nets I have ever seen, and part of my heart dropped, even though I'm not a Flyers fan in real life. I was like, you gotta be kidding me, buddy. Wide open net to tie the game in the last few minutes, and he missed it. And there's another hard shot. And if I'm not mistaken, again, it's been a couple weeks since we fired up the PS5. I'm pretty sure Owen Tippett is actually playing on this top line because Travis Konechny was injured. Now, I don't know the extent of his injury. He's only been out for a couple videos now. Hopefully it's nothing too drastic. We're starting to see some chemistry up and down this young Philadelphia Flyers lineup. And obviously Travis Konechny not only being a top line guy for us, but he's also a veteran presence on this young team. And he does a lot for us in this video game. He sets up a lot of goals for Michkov. He's the reason Michkov got his season underway, started scoring a bunch of goals. But Owen Tippett obviously has just as much talent. He's a big body, he's fast, and man, can he shoot the puck in this video game. Here we go, face off now. Total domination through the first 9 minutes. You'll love to see it. Xhekaj will help out his centerman, and he gets it up to Slafkovsky. Slafkovsky gets shoved off the puck by Cam York. Cam York looks to spin away, but a good effort there to get the puck back. Now Nick Suzuki, we fight off that one just off the trapper. Wasn't the best effort, and now a rebound, and we get across and make a big save here. Our first real big save of this hockey game, ensuring that puck stays out of the back of the net. It was a loose puck that hit off a defenseman's leg and went right to the side of the net. We were able to track that one. And now we've been tested a handful of times. 9-6 of the shots through the first 10.5 minutes of the first period. I think this is a perfect game to get back into it. Obviously, we kind of know what Montreal is capable of. They got a lot of talent, but as kind of similar to real life right now, they're not piecing it together all that well. Although I didn't see what their record was at the start of this game. It might be a lot better than I thought it was. Here we go, Goalie now. He'll get the puck on net, and a good effort here. And we're under some pressure ourselves as Sanheim looking for an outlet pass to send this one forward. Kicks it around behind the net to Drysdale. Drysdale tries to shovel that back in front, but he kind of gives it away, and our man just comes diving out of the net. Takes out the defenseman's legs as well for the Montreal Canadiens. And that was a little bit of an aggressive dive there, but sometimes you want to make sure you jump out, hold on to that, make sure there's no rebound or no loose puck for them to bang home. Bobby Brink, he'll work this free into the neutral zone now, alleviating that full pressure. Goalie, drop pass between his legs to Kirby Dach. Dach now up ahead, will dump this one down, give chase, but it's going to be Sanheim who gets there first. Sanheim up to Brink. Sam Steele now. So a couple of miscues here in the last few minutes, but it's been a pretty fun, fast-paced, entertaining first period. Kirby Dach looks to dangle in, gets a step past the defenseman. Dekes us out a little bit, but we stay strong to it. Make a couple big saves here. Now that one coming off the stick of Patrick Laine, and now Montreal with the heavy pressure here in the first period. So it was a good first 10 minutes for the Philadelphia Flyers, but it's been all Montreal so far for the last 3 or 4. Face off now to our left. Good face-off win with his foot, but he gives it away. Cole Caulfield, he'll streak in, and the puck goes off the stick of Morgan Frost off the side of the net and ricochets back in front while we're sliding across. Oh my word, what a close moment here in the Philadelphia zone. Breathe a sigh of, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Take a nice deep breath, a sigh of relief. There you go. That's what we were trying to get to. A little bit flustered there as the puck just kicks right off Morgan Frost's side of the net. And Montreal given a glorious opportunity. Cole Caulfield probably hanging his head there a little bit. Cannot believe he didn't find the back of the net, but close call. Is still a 0-0 hockey game. Face off now just outside. So yeah, we're now into November month. We're about first week and a half into the new month. It's funny, even as a starting goaltender, the season trickles by really quickly. It comes at you in a hurry, so you got to be ready for all the games. You got to be ready. What a play. That is an unbelievable play as Slafkovsky is going to get the first goal of the game, and that is just sloppy defensive play by the Philadelphia Flyers. Another turnover along the boards. You hate to see that. What a give and go. That is Cole Caulfield down low for Nick Suzuki, who wastes no time with a very deep pass across the crease to Juraj Slafkovsky, and he's going to bank home the first goal in this one. Not quite sure what my goalie's doing there. His legs and feet are all tied up with Zamula. Oh my gosh, I think I just broke 6 bones in my feet. But what a play. Did not read that pass fast enough. That was unbelievable give and go. So Cole Caulfield somehow working the defenseman off the puck, gets it into open ice, down low, and then back in front. And that's the talent that Cole Caulfield brings to the team. He's a little guy, but he's fierce. He's got tree trunks for legs, and he works hard, shoves the man to the ice. But again, what started off as such a good period, we have not had a shot now in nearly 7 minutes of this hockey game. Good effort there by Robinson. Down low to Couturier. Couturier back in front. It's picked off by Barron. That's just what this team needs to work on, you know? We were just talking about how we're into November now. We're back to 500 hockey. Couple of bad plays and another big save as we stretch out another down low pass that nearly works. And that is something we're going to have to pay attention to if they're looking for that down low pass. That is a nifty little play, a quick one-touch shot like at the side of the net, almost a tip, so to speak. And Slakowski, I believe that was him, nearly gets rewarded for another one down low. Just not using our feet, not using our passing, and that's what drives me nuts about this game. We talked about it in the first little bit of this season, is when young teams aren't playing well, they're making very sloppy plays to try and leave their zone. You just got to shorten it up. Nice quick 1-2 pass, get it out of your zone, then use your feet. Trying to spread the 50-foot, 60-foot pass just doesn't work. And when you don't pass and you get shoved along the wall, but Morgan Frost says, you know what, enough of this 1-0 game. We're going to tie it up with our 3rd of the season. Morgan Frost, with patience, somehow beats Montembeault at the side of the net. And not sure Montembeault is going to like that one, if I'm being completely honest. It's a hard shot just under the blocker. And yeah, you can see the frustration from Montembeault on that one. But hey, sometimes you get rewarded for a nice little quick shot. We have a 1-1 hockey game, so there's a good response. Top line getting it done, getting into open ice, nobody in front of him, and Morgan Frost will bank his 7th point of the season now. A 1-1 hockey game with 1:20 left in the first period. Exactly what you needed before going into this intermission here. Well, once again, the team finds a way to make me eat my own words, talking about how we're not generating anything, not enough clean passes. That's a nice clean one right there. Morgan Frost gets into a scoring position and he capitalizes. Patrick Laine with a shot in front. Hold on to the rebound with 29.6 seconds left on the clock. Pretty entertaining first period. I mean, this is what you get. 2 younger teams. Obviously, Montreal in their own stage of their, you know, I don't want to say it's a rebuild anymore because I think they finally have some pieces that might be able to get it done. Right now, goaltending definitely an issue for them. And similar to with Philadelphia, you know, you got some pieces here that you can work behind. Newhook now. Trying to get out of his zone. Morgan Frost picks that one off momentarily, but we will head to the first intermission tied at 1 apiece. A very fast-paced first period for you here to kick off the 2025 season. I say season, my own season, to 2025 calendar year in real life. New year, new videos. There's your first period summary. Pretty dead even across the board. Hits are almost the same. Total shots, not a lot separating there. Time on attack, nearly dead even. So really fun first period. A good first half for the Flyers. A great second half for the Montreal Canadiens. A late goal by Morgan Frost gets us all square as we head to the next 20 minutes of this hockey game. Hope you guys are having a good year so far. A lot of crazy things happening around the world, obviously. Love, prayer, thoughts, everything to everyone in California affected by those brutal forest fires. It's just, you look at some of the photos and everything, and it's just so devastating. So thoughts with everybody there, especially those that have been directly impacted. It's life-changing stuff and not for the better. So yeah, thoughts and prayers with everybody there. Stay safe if you're out in California. It's tough. I can only imagine it. Matheson now tries to work his way past the forechecking forwards for the Philadelphia Flyers. Now Caulfield has to come back and help out. Pass up to Suzuki. He'll dump that one down low. It's going to be Jamie Drysdale. Drysdale back behind the net in front to Tippett. Tippett, that's a good pass across to Michkov. Michkov now skating forward. Another good pass. And this is where you see those quick passes working. That's not my favorite one, trying to shuffle it back in front of the net with 2 Canadians standing in front of him. But The entry was a lot better. Caulfield back to Slakowski. We jump out in front of the top of the crease to challenge that shot. Caulfield now works that back. Jake McCabe has his pocket picked, and Michkov, the speedy Michkov, nearly beats Matheson to that puck. You saw the Jets turn on there momentarily. He saw a quick glimpse of a breakaway, but a good job by Matheson to use his own speed. Sanheim now joining the rush. Travis Sanheim, and Montembeault ensures no rebound on that one. So pretty good start to the second period as well, similar to how Philly started the first. And this is what we've seen over the last few games. I know it's been a while, and I know you guys have been looking for these videos. I know it was a little bit later coming back than I had originally said to you guys, but if you remember back to December and you remember back to the last few videos, we've started to see some really solid chemistry being built around this team. Even with the injury to Konechny, you have guys filling in spots, you have guys doing what they need to do to have an effective shift on the ice. And you got everybody, every line we have is crafted in very similar way. You even look at it, okay, so look at the top line right now. Sure, you got Owen Tippett replacing Konechny, but you got a strong centerman who is starting to turn it on in the faceoff dot, winning a lot of faceoffs. You got a guy on the right side that is very skilled, a younger guy, and then a guy on the left side that is a little bit more of a veteran presence who distributes the puck very well. That's if Konechny's on that line. Obviously, Tippett likes to shoot the puck a little bit more than Travis Konechny does. But then look at our second line. You got, Sam Steele, very good centerman, coming into his own, winning a lot of faceoffs. You got the youngster, Bobby Brink, right beside him. Or Owen Tippett, who normally plays there alongside Joel Farabee, a little bit more of a veteran presence. But Brendan Gallagher streams out. We dive for the poke check. We haven't utilized that in a while. But what a play, and all of a sudden we have 3 Philadelphia Flyers working the other way. Back in front to Robinson, who toe drags it. And Montembeault makes a big save at the other end of the ice. Oh my word, we have not pulled off that poke check in a long time. But when it works, it can cause havoc. The puck gets sent the other way, and a 3-on-1, a beautiful pass across to Robinson. And he toe drags that one, but credit to Montembeault, who stays with him. That was Brendan Gallagher getting a look in front, a turnover in front. Got to be careful. A lot of skilled forwards for this Montreal core. You cannot afford to turn over the puck in front of the net. Robinson now pinned along, kicks it free to Sean Couturier. Here's the third line, similar thing. You got a veteran presence, the captain, Sean Couturier. Where he normally plays, Bobby Brink is normally there. Right now, it's Pontus Holmberg. And then on the left side, you got another talent. So it's the 3 lines. What I'm trying to say after that long discussion is we got 3 lines that are constructed very similar, that are starting to show their own strengths, each player kind of contributing to what they need to do, and it's working out up and down the lineup. So you love to see that. Morgan Frost with a burst of speed just past Cole Caulfield, and they are testing that low blocker side of Montembeault right now, but he has looked pretty strong. 20 shots now in the game for Philadelphia. It's been another exciting second period, a low-scoring affair, but that is not without a ton of chances at both ends of the ice. 10:35 left in the second period. Face-off now between Morgan Frost and Nick Suzuki. And Suzuki, the strong centerman, gets that one done, but a great effort here to keep it in. Frost back to Andre, back to Martinez. He shoots the puck on net. It's blocked in front now. Cole Caulfield has to work this forward, and he will eliminate that full pressure that we had built up momentarily. Michkov now back behind his own net, kicks it free across, and Martinez will get this one along the half boards. Up to Andre, who finds Morgan Frost. Morgan Frost, he's looked pretty dangerous so far in this game, finding a lot of open ice, but he loses that battle and is kicked free up to Newhook. Newhook, a couple of open ice deeks, back in front to Newhook. Matheson working along the boards. Michkov fights him off, and he has looked pretty effective. I mean, he hasn't had a lot of scoring chances, but he's looked fast. He's made some open ice pokes where the puck squirts free and he gives chase to it. There's another great pass by Owen Tippett. Tippett across to Morgan Frost, now back to Tippett, who is challenged by Newhook, but he wins the battle. Josh Anderson coming in to help out. Drysdale, is that Anderson? I thought that was 17. Who's 77? Is that Kirby Doc? And a shot goes just wide. A miscue on the one-timer attempt as Bobby Brink just sends that wide. Goalie now will skate it free into the neutral zone. Back to Newhook, up to Kirby Doc. It is the big man, Kirby Doc, 77. That is Travis Sanheim winning that battle across to Tatar. Tatar tries to find Sanheim. Drysdale picks up the loose puck. Tatar back to Brink, who tries to shoot that one onto the net again. Blocked this time. Frederick. Trent Frederick. I believe that is Trent Frederick joining them from the Boston Bruins. So a lot of shifts around the Atlantic Division, or conference. Sorry, Atlantic Division, Eastern Conference. Especially within the Atlantic is what I was trying to say. You see guys like Montreal, Boston, Toronto, a lot of names getting shuffled around those 3, 4, 5 teams. Cool to see. Something that's always exciting about these EVGA Pros is where players end up in their careers. I don't necessarily like to see Jake McCabe on the Montreal Canadiens, but that's okay. Bobby Brink fires that one. He's had a couple attempts on the net. This one definitely finds Montembeault in a big save. And now away goes Brendan Gallagher. Gallagher loses that puck. Brink will send himself the other way. Sam Steele in to Montreal zone. Hudson gets a good stick, but he loses that puck. Bobby Brink back across to Tatar, and I gotta say, that's a great read by Sam Montembeault. I mean, a beautiful little, almost like a saucer pass just off the ice, lands flush on the stick of Thomas Tatar, but Montembeault was already there waiting for it. That is something you'll have to see as the top line back on here. Suzuki wins another faceoff, so we're gonna have to see some adjustment here by Morgan Frost. They're gonna count it. Owen Tippett. I thought Morgan Frost was all over Sam Montembeault there. But what a play once again. So Morgan Frost loses the faceoff, but it's going to be another hard shift here by the wingers. Michkov coming in to help out, rubs him off the wall, goes to Morgan Frost, who gets it across. Now he sends it back to Michkov. Michkov finds Morgan Frost. I guess that's his own player. I thought it was. I'm going to look at this one more time because that's just an excellent play by this top line. And all of a sudden, the Flyers have a 2-1 lead. But we're talking about how Morgan Frost just hasn't found a way to beat Nick Suzuki. Okay, that's fine. But Suzuki wins it too cleanly, doesn't get picked up by the defenseman Lane Hudson. It's actually just Morgan Frost making the solo effort, hits Lane Hudson, then Michkov comes off the wall, sends it back in front. You could have had a pass right there. Instead, he tries to take it across. I mean, I guess he's not really touching him. I guess Morgan Frost just does an excellent job to ensure that his hand right there is what I saw. But I guess he doesn't really touch him. Right there, he gets all the way across. Montembeault's not hindered right there. And for Owen Tippett, his 5th of the season now, making the most of his time up on this first unit. And what I thought was going to be a sure goalie interference call is not. And it is a 2-1 goal for the Philadelphia Flyers. And an excellent late period goal once again. Cole Caulfield down low, looks for a man in front. It's picked off by Zamula. God, Owen Tippett is quickly becoming my favorite player on this Philadelphia team in the game. Now, obviously, you can argue there's way better players on this team in the real world. Obviously, everybody's attention's on Matvei Michkov, but Owen Tippett he is filling in for a very talented Travis Konechny, and holy jumpins is he's just. Again, he reminds me of so much of Thomas Hertl. We saw Hertl all season last year. Just somebody that's big, somebody that can skate, and somebody that loves to shoot the puck hard. 2 minutes left here in the second period. A 2-1 hockey game. There's your NHL standings. We're currently 18th, I think that said. 20-something for the Montreal Canadiens, so not the greatest start that they wanted on their season. But for us, I mean, you know what? I don't really have high expectations for this season. I think this is a team capable of making the playoffs, but it is going to be a push to make the playoffs. Right now, we're sitting at something like 5-5-3 or something like that. A win here against Montreal Canadiens would see us climb back into the win percentage above 500. That was a beautiful play down low to Sean Couturier, who was that close to making it a 3-1 hockey game. And I gotta say, this period has been pretty flat-footed by Montreal. Not a lot of looks so far. And York walks in off the face-off, and that goes off a stick and wide. McCabe back to Matheson. Matheson ahead to Slafkovsky. Juraj Slafkovsky spins away, gets it down low, and it goes right to the stick of Cam York. Up ahead now to Robinson. Robinson, he is shoved off the puck, but gets it back. Holmberg now. Pontus Holmberg, we're seeing a lot more of him on this third line here as the injury to Travis Konechny rotates not just the top line, but you got to fill in for players getting bumped up, so it's good to see Pontus Holmberg, another former Toronto Maple Leaf, getting a shot here in Philadelphia, and that's going to do it here for the second period. A beautiful goal by the top line. Great patience by Morgan Frost. A good feedback in front by Michkov. When you use your feet, even if you don't win the face-off, you can make things happen. But we'll get you set now for the third period. Final 20 minutes of regulation here at the Wells Fargo Center. The crowd is absolutely loving what they're seeing. Pretty solid game for myself so far. 20 saves as we enter the third period. Not the craziest, busiest game so far, but a nice one to ease back in. Again, we haven't played in a long time. Michkov back in front, and Michkov, a guy who has scored quite a few goals this year, is starting to put on the playmaking abilities. Finding Owen Tippett there again, and what a play this time. Drysdale jumping in on the rush. Michkov has looked good, just in a different kind of good. We're so used to seeing him being the guy that people are looking for, and I just could not get across. And what an effort there by the top line. That sucks. We got frozen in our save animation. I tried to kick off as fast as possible, but how about Juraj Slafkovsky? Here's a play right there. You can see me freeze up, and as we're trying to kick across, it's just nothing but stuck in quicksand. Like, it's just the animations of a young goaltender. I know we're in our second season. I know we're like 80 something overall now, but when you get stuck in an animation and you cannot kick over, it's the most useless feeling you can have. So here's a good pass across here. I slide a little bit too far. Actually, from this angle, it actually really doesn't look too bad. So there's the look there. It's a good, is it a fluff? It almost looks like he whiffs on this shot. That looks a lot slower. So it's a knuckly puck that weirdly, I don't know. I honestly feel like Cole Caulfield whiffed on that shot a little bit. If I'm being completely honest, it looked like Cole Caulfield whiffed on this shot. It hits off the bottom, ricochets, and so we get stuck in the animation. I don't really care about the goal so much. Right here, you can see my guy look. He lifts his right leg. Then we have to plant that to go to our left leg, and it's a gift to Juraj Slafkovsky. Not the rebound we were looking for, but when you look at that replay, I don't know what happened to that puck off the stick of Nick Suzuki. Or was that Cole Caulfield? One of the two. Cole Caulfield, I believe. It almost looked like it lost all speed, and that's what caused it to be a low shot right off the front of the pads into the stick of Juraj Slafkovsky. But hey, you got to give credit. It's a beautiful start to the period for Philadelphia. All over Montembeault. A great feed across. Owen Tippett unable to bury it. Puck comes down the ice. Little bit of a weird shot off the stick of Caulfield. And once again, Juraj Slafkovsky right there to bank home a wide open shot. And hey, it's a 2-2 hockey game. Sometimes you got to get a little bit lucky. You're not playing your best hockey. Philadelphia has definitely been the better team, but it only takes one shot to tie up the hockey game, and that is exactly what Montreal did. So we got to settle in here now. We got to make sure that doesn't rattle us too much. Not a lot you can do when, like I said, and unfortunately when your rebound control, your recovery, everything that goes with the movement across the net isn't where it quite needs to be. It is very, very difficult to get back across the ice when a rebound like that happens. But you don't let it falter you. It happens. Things like that happen. Bobby Brink now working it past center ice, but he's pushed down. McCabe sends Laine back to Matheson. Now Newhook. Newhook joining the rush. Cross seam pass gets picked off once again by Brink. Brink up to Steele. Steele challenged there by two Montreal Canadiens in an errant line change. Thankfully, they get back just in time as Kirby Dach had nothing but clean ice all the way to the front of the net. Sean Couturier loses that puck. Was Zamula, but he gets up to his feet and gets it forward to Pontus Holmberg. Holmberg, he's shoved off, and now Montreal has shut down that blue line. Patrick Laine with a shot, another tip in front. Where is the puck? Why? I'm spamming triangle, and it's gonna be Kirby Dach, and it's gonna be a 3-2 lead now for Montreal. Why could my guy not find that? Look at him. He's just staring at the puck. I'm spamming triangle to cover it. You know what? I think it was under my pad the entire time. I'm not sure that puck was actually in loose ice. Montreal, holy jumpins, all of a sudden now have a lead in this hockey game. So it's Patrick Laine, a rebound. Oh, good hand-eye. I was going to say the rebound didn't look bad. What hand-eye there by Kirby Doc. Oh my word. Chops it down. That's what lands it right flush to us. Oh no, it was like, what is my guy doing? I am spamming. All you got to do is put your trapper on the ice. Oh, sometimes when the game doesn't listen to you, it gets very frustrating. But you got to give all the credit in the world to Kirby Doc. Bats that one out of the air. Gets in front of the net. We're unable to smother the puck in the crease. And he will bank home his, that's a third of the season. Well, now we got to climb back in this one. Again, it's been a really solid game by the Flyers. Not the best effort that I would like on some of these goals, but at the same time, you do everything you can. You're spamming cover the puck, and your guy just doesn't even fight it at all, even though he's staring directly at it. You got to just shrug it off. Now you got to fight back. You're down in this game. It's a 3-2 hockey game. Cole Caulfield works his way in. Spins up, looks for a pass. Back to Barron, a tip in front. Holy jumpins, now I'm just sliding everywhere. My guy has lost all composure. You can see the stamina bar fully drained. That's what a couple goals can do. It just sends your guy for a loop. Cam York with a blast on net and a big save by Montembeault. Robinson back in front to Pontus Holmberg. This line has been on for a while. We got a line shift here. Here we go. Change started. Caulfield stops up. We'll make that save. See if we can catch Montreal sleeping a little bit. Back up in front to Robinson. Michkov on the ice. First line working their way out. Robinson back in front. And oh my word, Montembeault has been an absolute menace. As now we have a player trapped behind the goaltender. And Robinson has looked good. He has really not had a lot of time this season. Obviously playing down on the fourth line, elevated to that third. Couturier has had a couple golden looks at the side of the net, and he has not been able to beat Montembeault. And as he stares him down here, Montembeault up to 31 shots against now, and most of them have been some pretty dangerous scoring positions. Morgan Frost set to take the face-off. Another face-off loss, but it goes right to Tippett again off the face-off. So they're losing this face-off every single time they're on the ice, but Montreal is just not ready for Suzuki to snap this one back. And once again, Tippett all over the ice. That close to tying it up as we hit the 10-minute mark exactly in the third period. McCabe this time will get that puck cleanly after the face-off win. Patrick Laine will start the other way. And, you know, once again, EA NHL 25 making me eat my own words, talking about how good the centermen have been lately in this season. And all of a sudden you're just struggling to find face-off wins when it matters. Yeah, you're making a lot of opportunities due to mistake by the defenseman from Montreal, but you got to find a way to win some of these ozone face-offs. You're so dangerous when you have the puck, and you just can't seem to get any grasp on the face-offs right now. Matheson unable to keep that one in. 8-14. Michkov now up to 46 hits on the season. He is starting to utilize his body. Not the biggest guy on the ice, but he definitely has speed and he knows how to throw a hit. Drysdale across seam pass to Tippett. Tippett up ahead into Montreal zone. Back to Morgan Frost, and Sam Montembeault with another monster save. Well, it's not the third period that we were hoping for. It was a 2-1 game. A couple quick goals by Montreal. A couple of unlucky goals. That first one, not a lot I can do. We're steering the rebound into trying to make a rebound into a safe spot. The puck kind of bobbles, goes right down low and onto the stick. Here we go. Morgan Frost tries to beat Montembeault, and my lord, Montembeault he's looked sharp in this one. He has looked very good for Montreal so far. McCabe, he shrugged off the puck. Trent Frederick will get that puck, but now Drysdale jumps to keep it in. Drysdale up to Steele. Sam Steele works it down low. He loses the puck, but gets it back, and a quick shot off to the blocker. And then, of course, that Kirby Doc goal. I mean, puck is up in the air, going wide into the corner, and he bats it down out of air and finds the rebound when we could not. Those are your two goals. That's it. Sam Steele now back to Sanheim for Drysdale. Drysdale sends a hard shot onto the net, and it's blocked in front into the corner. Full pressure once again by the Flyers. They just need to find a way to capitalize on this momentum. But again, Montreal finds the puck, and they'll clear it. 5:35 left in the third period. We are in desperate need of a goal now. Up ahead is Steele. Steele, saucer pass, backhand up to Tatar. Thomas Tatar back in front, and a big blast by Sam Steele is partially blocked in front, and Montembeault finds the loose puck. Well, it's been a very solid game. I really like how Philly has played. I mean, we're up to 36 shots. They've done what they could. Finishing, you got to find a way to finish on some of these chances. But at the same time, you got to give a lot of credit to Sam Montembeault, who comes into Philadelphia, a very hostile environment. Gives up a couple goals when he probably would want that one shot back. Now he is settled in. Now his team has the lead. And with 4:51, they're looking to close this one out. Another face-off win by the captain, Nick Suzuki. Jake McCabe now takes off. He'll fire this one down into Philadelphia's zone. We'll have to regroup once again. Sam Steele up ahead of Cam York. York now finds Thomas Tatar. Thomas Tatar in, stops, fires, and no rebound once again for Montembeault. And Gritty, he can sense the pressure now. The team is in desperation attempts, trying to get this game all tied up. Second line stays on the ice. They've had a good little couple minutes here on the ice. Why not keep them on? Sam Steele wins big face-off. Full pressure now for Philly. Steele backs it to Brink, who gets it back to Tatar. Tatar to Cam York. Finds Zamula, and Zamula will aim it for that glove side, and through traffic, you see the outstretched trapper of Sam Montembeault, who once again makes a very good save. Still no line change. I mean, why not? You got to look at what's working, what's not. You have a guy like Morgan Frost, who I don't even know if he has a face-off win in the game. Sam Steele gets another one here. Steele turns and fires that one, blocked in front, and now Slavkovsky will take off. Back to Cole Caulfield. Zamula will pick that puck up. We'll make sure we're positioned to skate to the bench should the coach pull us. Barron, he loses the puck to Newhook, and now Patrick Laine will take off. Patrick Laine, fresh legs on the ice, takes off in a little interesting play there. Kind of a left pass by Laine, not really a full attempt to get it to his teammate. Okay, my guy is struggling to find the puck. I am just spamming triangle, and my guy's just staring straight down looking at it, but will not actually cover it up. Seems like, I don't know. That seems to have been a problem in NHL 25. I don't remember 24 being quite that bad for finding loose pucks, even as a rookie goaltender, but it's been so long since I played 24 now, I can't really remember. Brink now. Bobby Brink, 124. 124. Sam Montembeault stretches out, and you can see the youngster grab his head in disbelief. And I mean, this guy has been everything for Montreal and more. The only reason, yes, you get a couple good goals by your forward core. The only reason they're still in this game at 40 shots against now is because of the man between the pipes. Here we go, empty net. Hustle to the bench. I wish they would have just started the shift with me on the bench, but there we go. We're on, and we're going to watch this one from the bench. Drysdale try to keep this one away from the hands of Montreal. Brown on the ice as the extra attacker. Laine wins that one. Brown under some pressure, but Sanheim comes in. Back in front of Drysdale. Should have just fired it. Drysdale, you had an open shot. And now they're... Here we go. Turnover. I thought they were going to seal the deal right there. Morgan Frost. Morgan Frost back in front of Brown. Brown stops for a a Tippett walks in front all alone, and he can't beat Montembeault. Oh, my word. Oh, that Jamie Drysdale brother, man. We have talked about this all season long. You cannot pass the puck when you're alone in the slot. It's a beautiful pass in front. Shoot the damn puck. Steele with a shot. 20 seconds now. Drysdale fires it to Tatar, and McCabe gets the loose puck. Laine now under some pressure. Drysdale walks in, shoots, fires. It's into the corner. Sam Steele back for Tatar. 8 seconds left. Back to Sanheim. Sanheim fires it, and into the corner once more. And Montreal and Sam Montembeault are going to hang on for a big 3-2 win. Not the ending we were looking for, but what an effort by this man right there, Sam Montembeault. And I got to say, even though we lost the game, what an absolute amazing start back to the series for the Philadelphia Flyers. Not every game is going to go your way. It's been a long time since I've been playing, 3 weeks since I've touched a controller. Not a bad effort, 29 save. I think one of those goals I would have liked back to the one where we're staring straight at the puck and I can't find it in the crease. but some of those plays were just a quick rush back down the ice by Caulfield and Slakowski and Suzuki. That give and go pass they had in the first period was unbelievable. A great effort for the boys. Not to be our night, apparently. Sam Montembeault just had our number, but there you go. A 3-2 loss to the Montreal Canadiens. Unfortunately, that does drop us back down to 5-6-2 on the season. They're going to give Carter Hart another chance here against New Jersey. This is what, oh, so they get a big win. They get a 6-5 shutout win. So I wasn't expecting to see a win, if I'm being completely honest. Carter Hart does not have a win on the season, but a good effort there against a very talented team. We don't even get the next start, so maybe this is oh, I love being pros, man. It's so good to be back. It is so good to be back. We have back-to-back. They don't even give us a single start. Oh, be a pro coaching never change. Never change, be a pro coaching. But they get 2 big wins. So at the end of the day, we are back above 500. It's 7-6-2. I was not guaranteed to be the starter here. It's kind of funny how it happens. We've had an unbelievable season, and then all of a sudden we lose 1 game to Montreal, and they're like, hey, back them up a little bit. But here we are. We're going to get the next start here against the Ottawa Senators, who are absolutely in peril. 5-11-1. So it should be another good opportunity. I had a blast. It's good to be back, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. Yeah, we didn't get the win, but it was a really good effort all around, followed up by 2 big wins for the backup goaltender, or 1B goaltender, whatever you want to call us at this point. And we'll get back to it at home once again against the Ottawa Senators in the next video. So thank you so much for watching. Once again, Happy New Year's, guys. It's going to be a fun year. Make sure you smash that sub button. We're so close to 2,000. Didn't quite get there by the end of the year, but it was a lofty goal. We're so close. So if you're watching this and you haven't smashed that button, what are you waiting for? It's absolutely free. Join this really fun community. And until the next video, guys, make sure you take care of yourself. And thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.